59J. Neck on 9. Let's go. Yeah.
I'm sideways in a bucket ducking 5-0.
Good with everybody, man. I hope everybody's having a productive day, feeling blessed. And like I always say, it's one life, one chance. We only got one chance to do this right. Let's get it done. Man, before I get into this video, dude, every time I open my YouTube, dude, there's a video about Danny Masterson. There's like 50 of them already, and I only did one video, and I didn't even want to do it, but like 4 of my subscribers were like, hey, talk about it, we want to hear your perspective on it, and I gave it to them, and that was it. That was a done deal, and I moved on. I was starting to see that dude pop up like every other day. I'm like, man, what am I missing? I don't know, whatever. Let the man do his time. So let's get into this video, man. I want to address something real quick. So with that being said, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, always leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Check the links in the description for my Apple and Spotify music. Go ahead and run my streams up. And you can check out my playlist section on my YouTube channel and check out my music right there. Thank you guys for you guys' time. Most importantly, thank you guys for you guys' support. Now, somebody was leaving some comments. They seen that I did a video about the Southerners dissing the Northerners with the t-shirts, with the merch, Gravedigger 3300. And then I did a reaction because obviously, like I said, I knew the Northerners were going to retaliate as well. And then somebody got infuriated for the simple fact that he thought I was saying the Northerners were being the petty ones, but the Southerners, it was okay. No, he was pretty much saying I'm choosing sides, and I'm always favoring Southerners. I don't see how that's possible. Because if you really think about it, you know how much criticism I got for a very long time from Southern California based on that I was doing a lot of Southern content. And people would be like, man, you're from up north. You're ex-Norteño. You're a Norteño dropout. Go talk about up north. And I would do that. And then when I would do that, Northerners would come right in. Hey, bro, stop talking about us. Go talk about the South. Go talk about this. Talk about the S and Ys. And I talk about the S and Ys. And, you know, I get caught up in this little, this crazy little controversial web. That's why I just do what I do. And I try my best to not really pay attention to the negative energy, the negative content, the negative thoughts, more or less the positive ones and the people that are encouraging me to talk about this and talk about that, because I'm not picking no sides. I criticize each side, but I have the right to do that because I've lived both sides. Just like I throw in S and Y content too, and I criticize what the S and Ys are doing as well. I'm not picking no side at all. The thing about it, when it comes to the Norteños doing it in retaliation, is because Norteños have been conducting themselves a little different when it comes to social media, at least from what I've seen. There could be other videos that I haven't came across where they're being, you know, utterly disrespectful and very rude and derogatory and just blatantly out there disrespecting specific people. But you don't see it like that. At least I don't see it like that. But one thing about Norteño Clecha that always taught me from back in the day was to conduct yourself in a professional manner. It's written all in the education. So I would figure the Norteños would have been like, just laughed at it, laughed it off, looked at it like, they clout chasing, they doing this and that. But they went on ahead and retaliated. So the higher standards that's always been outlined in the Norteño education is being forgotten about. It's like the same concept, eh? You're in a cell on a tier, somebody's disrespecting you, you're going to go to the tier and disrespect them, or you're just going to wait to come out and blast them. There's cell soldiering, and there's a person that's behind that door that's going to be active and remain active. Like, all right, let him talk all the smack he wants on the tier. Let him make a foolery out of himself, this tomfoolery. Let him embarrass himself. When we come out, let the doors be the bell. That's how I've always been taught back in prison. But since social media, like I said, it makes it so easy for everybody to say, you know what, I'm going to disrespect him, but he'll never reach me because he's over there in North Dakota and I'm over here in Wyoming. We're safe. So we can talk to smack all we want for entertainment purposes. If you're going to do it for entertainment purposes, then that's really what it is. It's not really gangbanging like everybody loves to be on social media and portraying it out to be. Oh, man, we're thugs, we're gangbangers, we're active, but we smash these fools on sight. No, you're leaving a comment in the comment section that's unnecessary and irrelevant and non-important. So if you can sit there and gangbang your neighborhood and say what you would do and say how your city never has no enemies, we never catch them slipping, that's your prerogative, but it's on social media. Leave it to the streets. When I was talking about Gravedigger and his merch, my video was plain and simple. Like, bro, you're bringing bad karma to the world. You're bringing bad karma to yourself. You're doing something that's so irrelevant and non-important. You're doing something only because you needed the recognition. You needed you needed that momentum, that momentary, should I say, gratification for fame and success. Your 15 minutes of fame. You know, I gave the individual that, but I also discredited him for what he was doing. For the simple fact that when I responded with the Northerner disc, everybody got all mad and in their feelings. Just because I'm an ex-Norteño doesn't mean I'm always going to side up with Norteños. I am not biased like that. If anything, I'm always going to criticize them harsher for anything else because of what happened to me and what happened to my cousin. So don't think for 1 minute that I'm going to favor them just because I still have the Norte on my back and the 14 on my chest. No. In the same sense that everybody criticizes me no matter what video I drop, no matter what video I do, no matter whether it's information I got from a subscriber that went through a story and he told me a story and I share it with you guys. I always tell you guys, man, a subscriber provided me with this story. I'm sharing it with you guys. That's what the comment section is for. Let me know if it's wrong. Let me know if it's right. Let me know if it's crazy. I'm just sharing other people's stories. And there's going to be a lot of stories that I share with you guys that some people will shoot me like, you know, the paperwork, where to find the paperwork. And I'll go read it and read the facts of the case, the background of the case, the points of authorities and the appeals. And I would read it, the case laws, and I'll read them and I'll get everything that the court proceedings have said, whatever everybody's testimony said, the stories, the investigation by the cops. And I just memorize it and I send it. I tell it to you guys all over YouTube, and whether it's true, whether it's not. You know, I do my best for my content to shed light on what's taking place. People that haven't caught in cases, the people that got life for this kind of stuff, people that have threw their lives away because of this lifestyle, and I share it with you guys. I'm not biased. It's just what people want me to talk about is what I bring to your guys' attention. So I'm not being biased at all, and I will never pick no side whatsoever because both sides are in the wrong for what they're doing. Both sides are going to continue to exist doing what they want to do. But my message is going to be different. I'm not going to be like the rest of social media that I see, the rest of these YouTube videos that I see where everybody's like, hey, bro, this happened over here, man. This Vario's crazy. Hey, these vatos were throwing putazos. You know, I'm not going to do all that. I really don't want to do all that. Because if you really think about it, right, how could I pick a side? How could I really sit here and defend Norteños as an ex-Norteño who's been labeled no good Norteño, who's been labeled a dropout of a dropout of a dropout? If I step foot in Northern California, everybody's out to get me. Which I still go to Northern California, but everybody's out to get me. A lot of them might support my videos. A lot of them might say, hey, man, I'm active, but you know what you're saying is true, it makes sense. But they still have a moral obligation to knock me down if they see me. If I step foot in Southern California, there's a lot of active Surenos that be in my conversations. Like, I'm active from here, but what you're saying is facts, bro. I respect it. I watch your videos every day. He's going to have a moral obligation to knock me down if he sees me. I can't go to the Callejones no more like I used to. I can't go to Burbank once again like I used to. I can't go nowhere in LA, downtown LA, just to go sightseeing, go look at some murals, go take pictures by graffiti, go eat at a famous taco stand, go to the Grove, the mall. I can't go to the Santa Monica Pier without having to worry about, you know, somebody trying to knock me down. So why would I be biased or take a side or pick a side, choose a side when both sides want me gone anyways? I just know what my objective is, what my YouTube channel is. I know what my objective is and my message is that I try to create with every story that I gather from either a subscriber, for somebody that's locked up, or something that I've researched. Sometimes, this is my process. Sometimes I'll just be like, you know what, I'll just wake up one day and I'll pick a city. I'm like, you know, I want to pick Pomona. And then I'll just look up Pomona cases, Pomona shootings, Pomona gang shootings. Then I'll just see a name in the article and I'll be like, you know what, I'm going to go research and see if I can find a case law, see if I can find paperwork. And usually that name will come up and then I'll just read statements of the facts, everything, the court transcripts, everything that took place, the discovery packet. And I just memorize the details and I give it to you guys. And then, you know, oftentimes those are the stories that everybody's like, oh, you got the story wrong. No, I'm not trying to base it off the streets. I don't want to sit here and call the streets every day and be like, hey, man, I want to get in contact with Modesto and be like, hey, man, can you all put the story together? No, what it is I grabbed the paperwork, I read it. This is what was presented to the court proceedings. This is what these individuals were convicted of. This is the storyline, and I give it to you guys. Just like any other YouTuber that I've seen, like Hood Politics, like Cali's Most Dangerous, like Swamp Stories, you know, they're getting all this information off the internet, putting it together and making a video and dropping it for entertainment purposes. And, you know, people are captivated with the stories that are being told all over YouTube. I just think it's me. I'm the one that people want to be like, you're lying, bro. You're a sack of, you know what I mean? I hope you burn, you know what I mean? I hope you choke on vinegar and a dill pickle. I'm like, and that's why I just wake up and laugh. But I always remain positive. I always remain focused. But in this video, this dude was pretty mad that I was just being biased, that I was criticizing Norteños way more in the video that I made about their merge than the Southerners. And in all actuality, bro, both sides are being petty. I think both sides are being weak-minded when it comes to, hey, bro, this is what it takes for people to get that recognition, that fame, that 15 minutes of fame, them likes, them views, that clout chasing is, hey, I want to talk about somebody's dead homies. I want to make a t-shirt. Like, you got to be more creative and more innovative for yourself. I could honestly say, if you guys wanted your guys' name out there like that, to all these northern rappers, southern rappers, hey, De Novo Agency, I'll give you guys some game. It's a marketing agency that a lot of mainstream rappers use. It's very expensive, but they'll get your music out there. If you really wanted to do it on the basis of your music, there it is right there, De Novo Agency. I did it before. One time I did it one time. I did a Spotify campaign, and I got like, dude, I had like 7,000 monthly listeners that month. But back then, my music was garbage. I was barely starting it, so I was willing to pay like the $300. You could do something like that. World Star Hip Hop is $1,000 a music video. You can do that. Thizzler, they're a little pricey though. But hey, you have all these equal opportunities in these platforms like Food's Community. You can pay them $150 and they're posting music right there. There's marketing strategies and marketing ways to get your music out there and promote your brand, promote your identity, promote your gang, promote your music. Without having to be petty, like, you know, I'm going to make a t-shirt about dead people. Well, then they're going to do it, so I'm going to do it. Like, bro, we're not in the sandbox era, man. We're not in the childhood era. We're not jumping on monkey bars no more. Be creative. Be productive. Some of these biggest mainstream artists, man, they're using big platforms to promote their music. You guys are generating the money and the revenue to do it. Go ahead and do it. But you ain't got to do it at the expense of talking about the dead. You ain't got to do it at the expense of because they said it and they did it, I'm going to be the one to do it. Nah, just be yourself. You know, conduct yourself in a professional manner. That's what I was always taught. And I practice that every day. And it's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy when you deal with a lot of criticism like I do. Or sometimes I'm like, I want to say something, but then I don't. And I just make videos like this where it's just more about positivity, more me maintaining my composure, me not taking anything personal, because it's always going to be personal to everybody else but myself. The only thing I take real personal is the simple fact that I have a lot of content that I can't get to because I'm always working. I'm trying to do videos. But I take personal that a lot of people in my IGs and my emails or in my direct contacts really do share stories with me and be like, hey, man, that'd be good. I think you could talk about this. And it's allowing me to continue to grow and stay relevant on YouTube. And that's what I take personal, because it means a lot that people rather see me grow than to be there to sit here every day and wait for me to drop a video and criticize me for what I say or what I didn't say, what facts were wrong, what facts were right. I never came on to YouTube and said I was perfect. I never came on to YouTube and said everything that I say is like profound and it's deeply impactful and it's, you know, it's about as perfect as the Bible. Never done that. Would never pick a side. There is no reason for me to pick a side and be biased. I'm going to criticize everybody. I'm going to criticize even the SNY politics, because at the end of the day, I became something. I became something that's more meaningful and more fulfilling, and that's a father, that's a great provider, and a hard worker. And I gotta get to work in about an hour, so I gotta cut this video a little bit short. Situation happened at work, so I'm gonna have to be doing a lot more hours and filling in positions. So, you know, it comes with the territory, but gotta get to work. But I wanted to share that video with you guys, man. I don't take no sides, and don't expect me to take no sides just because I'm an ex-Northerner. That is not my prerogative, and that is not my agenda when it comes to this YouTube channel. I don't want to be biased. I'm just giving everybody equal opportunity with the equal mind frame and equal perspective on how I feel about things. It's just my perspective. That's all it is. So with that being said, like I always say, it's one life, one chance. When they got one chance to do this right, let's get it done. Peace.